Good morning, Women in Tech Sweden. It's 2022 and we're back at the Waterfront Congress Center in Stockholm. And this is our sort of sneak preview and our start to the morning. This is the core team of Women in Tech. I'm Elin and this is Åsa and Paulina. And
Hi.
we have a special person here today, Lelia Trulsen. And we will talk a bit more about you and who you are and what you're going to do today as well. But let's just start and say that, wow. It's been
Really?
2 years since we were here the last time.
Yeah.
We had some pandemic happening and we had some major big digital conference last year. And now we're back in person. But obviously also in an online studio because we just couldn't help ourselves.
Exactly. We definitely want to be there for you who weren't able to attend for different reasons. So glad to be here.
Yeah, welcome aboard. Welcome for our online session this morning.
Yeah, so we have a chat as well. I'm not sure how many people have already seen that we are online. I said a quick good morning.
Yes, and there are like 6, 7 good mornings. So hi.
Paulina keeps an eye on the chat.
Yes.
So just a short, just to tell what we're about to do today. It's a full day at the Waterfront Congress Center. We will have 2,500 women and other genders joining us as well. Everyone is welcome on board. It's not just up to the women to change this industry, right? So a lot of people in Stockholm, but also, of course, online things happening as well. And what we're sitting in right now is just next to the main stage, and this is our online studio. So we wanted to make sure that we keep you online viewers up to date with what's happening, and also this is a special treat for those who are not here in person. You get more content than anyone else because you get to meet the speakers. You get to hear a bit more about what's happening.
Yeah. So when we have breaks, when we have coffee breaks, lunch breaks, or one lunch break, that's when this studio is active, and that's when Leila is going to interview some of the speakers that are featured on stage.
Yeah. Should we say just a few words about what we are talking about this year, the theme, Level Up?
Yeah. Absolutely. So Level Up as a theme was inspired by this event that we were planning sort of loosely before the pandemic hits again, maybe the 4th wave or so. And we were planning a career sort of lifelong learning event. So Level Up started out as a theme for sort of career building, leveling up your own career and yourself. And when we started planning for this main conference, we just realized that we wanted Level Up to be the theme, the overall theme, and we broadened the concept. So Level Up is also about everyone taking responsibility for building a better society, a better planet, considering that, you know, we have a war going on in Europe, we have a climate crisis that's super urgent, and other factors that makes it more important than ever.
And we'll try to make sure that we can empower everybody to do their own level up on a personal level. It's all up to business and to the companies, of course, but it's all our responsibilities as well. And providing you with this network and doing this together, I think is going to be one building brick on the way.
And if I can just do the gospel one more time, I think everyone who's been at the Women in Tech conference, you know that this is what we do. We want to make sure that we get more women into the tech industry, and we also want to support and help develop the women that are already in the business. Because, I mean, we know that there's a shortfall of talent. We know that there are way too few women that are actually going through the education that you might need. And there's also a problem that too many women are actually leaving the industry. And we need to be on board. We need women in tech to make sure that we build better products, that we build better services, that we keep all the perspectives in mind. And we've also seen that the discussion around this has been broadened throughout the years. It started quite binary. Can we count how many women and how many men we have in the team? Yeah, check, we're done. No, we're not. We need to have a lot more perspectives in our teams. And that goes for diversity in so many levels. Where are you from? What did you do before? How old are you? What's your background? How many languages do you speak and understand? And what kind of cultures could you help us try to figure out how to reach? So getting a better industry, getting better products, securing the future, if you will. That's what we do. And we do that mainly by two sort of pillars for women in tech: networking and making sure that there are people that you can see yourself reflected in. You could call it role models. Some people are afraid of the word role models. I don't want to be a role model. Well, maybe you are. You just don't know yet. Because some younger person or some older person can see that that's a brilliant way of doing business, or that's an interesting perspective, and that's someone I could be, or someone I could try to aim to become.
I would say that we're all role models, but probably in ways that we're not aware of. So regardless of what we end up calling ourselves, we're all inspiring somebody.
Yeah, you don't have to be a superhero or be on stage or having that great message. You have to be there every day, waking up, being a woman in tech and inspire everybody, showing that it's a path forward, really.
Yeah, but I also want to stress something that you wrote or said, the fact that Level Up is also about, like, come on, tech industry. We've been talking about sort of, we can't find women in tech, blah, blah, blah. There's a lack of women that sort of fit the description for this role, or blah, blah, blah. We also have to reshape the tech industry and what type of people we look for. So it's a two-sided sort of story, or, you know, it's a two-sided coin. So we have to talk about both these things to sort of retell the story of what tech is and who fits within the frames of the tech industry. Yeah.
Because this really, really, really could be the absolute best industry to work in for a woman.
Yeah.
You can get a good pay, you can get good working hours, you don't have to stress your body to a point where it breaks. So it really, really are so many opportunities here. Now, let's just make sure that we don't talk all this time. No one has yet been able to stop us when we open this sort of flood wave from us talking about women in tech. But Lelia, Trulsen, we are so happy to have you.
I'm super happy to be here. This is the 9th year of Women in Tech, and knowing that this event sold out in 3 minutes and 7 seconds is absolutely crazy. What does that tell you guys?
We're sorry, but we're still needed. This community is still really, really looking forward to meeting, and I think that's a good thing. But yeah, we still need this kind of safe space, this kind of safe room, because it's still too unusual that this amount of women actually meet.
Yeah, and it's still unusual for women to feel, I'm speaking from my own perspective now, to have a safe space for just being the tech nerds that we are without being constantly questioned. Because when you look at the numbers, one of the reasons why women consider leaving the industry is because they're not taken seriously, and they're constantly being questioned when it comes to programming competence and other competences. So yeah, we need this space still.
Yeah, definitely. And if we have 16,000 members at Women in Tech Sweden, and we have 2,500 spots here at Waterfront today, there are going to be a challenge to fit everybody in. And I think that's the reason why we want to have this online session for you as well, so you can join in for that. But it tells us that we still are relevant, and that's still a platform that's needed.
We actually have a message from Sarah H. here. She says, "Good morning, all, and thanks for streaming for us who aren't able to be in Stockholm physically." So, yeah.
So welcome.
That's great.
Yeah.
You did mention you have around 2,500, mostly women, but obviously not all of them are women, in a room to talk about tech. What happens when you put that many women in a room to talk about tech and just to geek out in their interest?
I think what happens is that you stop talking about anything else but the tech in things. We don't talk about gender, we don't talk about sex, we talk about that we are as representative of the society as everybody else, and we talk about the thing as us when it comes to tech. And as you said, make sure there's a safe space to be a tech nerd and tech geek, and help and support each other in that sense. It's a powerful thing.
Yeah. We don't shy away from sort of talking about the structures and the fact that we're women in tech and what that means, but it's still sort of the whole program has been designed around women who build amazing things, who innovate, who are UX wizards, and so it's the main focus is on the tech itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and reflecting back on what you said, Paulina, someone who says, "Oh, I really can't find a female speaker to talk about tech." Obviously, if you're looking at this, you're on our website, and please check out the speakers section, because there will be hundreds. Literally hundreds of names of experts, of superstars, of people who might never have said yes to be on stage before, and that's also part of this being a safe space. We don't go for like the usual suspects of who you would put at a tech conference stage. This is a place where people can break, where they can do their first big talk for a big audience, and all of a sudden they get booked for a next gig and a next gig.
That's
and
amazing
we
to
are
hear.
really, really proud about that.
That's amazing to hear. And obviously, you guys have done an amazing job putting this program together. And I know you have a big day ahead of you. So I'm going to let you guys continue with your day. In other words, please leave my studio.
And please own this studio.
Own it. Have a good day, Leila.
Yes.
And
Thank
see you later.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
And Åsa mentioned that we have a lot of amazing people here, and UX Wizard was an example. And maybe one of the best of them all is about to enter this little small studio before she goes on the big stage. Welcome, Swanström.
Oh my, what an introduction. Hi, Leila.
How are you? You look absolutely great.
Thank you. It's
Color-
Women in Tech. It's better than Christmas. So
This is your Christmas, right?
Yes, it is.
So for those who don't know you, you're a UX designer, you're a consultant, and you're also a speaker.
I am. I'm not a consultant. I'm a UX designer at Mojang Studios. So I get to work on Minecraft, like in Minecraft,
Dream
which
come
is
true.
Yes, really is a dream come true.
And speaking of dream come true, you're also IT Woman of the Year 2015.
I was, yes. I think they changed the name of the award to Tech Woman of the Year now, but I was. And I think that was like within the first year of my career, which is unbelievable to say.
What
But
a great start. Where do you even go from that? Like,
I know. Like, where do you go? Well, that's the thing about being a woman in tech. It's not about like the awards. It's about doing the job. And I envision myself having a really long career. Like I want to retire from a tech job.
Yeah.
So I try to see my career in those terms, not like where do I want to go in the next year, but like in 30 years, like I will have done so much by then.
yeah.
And that's what I try to think about when I'm having a bad day, because everyone has bad days, even though you win awards and stuff. So to really think in the long term, like where am I in 30 years, and how much impact will my work have had by then?
And a part of this Women of Tech concept has been not only attract women to tech, but also keep them in tech.
Yes.
And you sit here with the mindset that you're going to retire from a tech job. What is needed to be able to have that mindset? What do you need from your workplace? What do you need from the industry? What do you need from your community? What do you need from your employee clients to be able to keep that mindset alive?
So for me, a really important thing is a good manager who like sees me and can talk about the specific challenges I come across. I have a really great manager who does like regular one-on-ones, and so she's always like makes sure that I'm taken care of, so to say. So thank you, Anna. I am always what's important for me, because like representation is one thing, to have people to look up to. And even though like at my job, there's more men than women working in the tech organization, but in management, Mojang has done such a great job. I think there's like 60% women managers.
Okay.
So there's like people I see for myself that I will also be given good opportunities at this company. I think for me a red flag would be like, oh, one level up, there's all men up to the boardroom.
And that's definitely a problem when people talk about diversity. They literally only look at the floor, but management, ownership, boards, that's super important to kind of set the culture.
Yes.
And speaking of setting a culture, what has women in tech meant for you, both professionally, but also personally, on a personal level?
I love being a part of, I'm not even exaggerating, being a part of this group. I don't think I would be where I am in my career today without people like Paulina, who puts other women on stage. She actually was the first person who asked me to do a talk. It was right after I had done my thesis at university, and she's like, you seem like a fun person. Do you want to do a talk? I'm like, about what? Didn't you just do your thesis? Yes, I did. So I rewrote my thesis into like a talk that I could give.
So, wow.
So people like that, we need to uplift each other. So when people ask you, do you know anyone who could be good for this role? You say yes. And then you look in your network and say, this person, this person, this person.
I think that's amazing. What a beautiful story. I didn't know that. That's lovely. And obviously, today's program is about to kickstart. What are you most excited about?
I'm just to be in a room with 2,500 of like our community members. We have the best community. I don't know other people's like, message requests on social media. For me, that's such a love-filled place, because whenever I get a message request, it's almost always a young woman in tech who's like, I need some advice. I really like what you've done. So I get happy when I see a message request on Instagram or Facebook.
I think after this, you'll get a lot more message requests. You actually got some shout outs in the chat as well. Suna said, miss your energy. Joel said, good morning from Mojang Studios, where we're streaming live all day.
Good morning,
so
everyone.
The love has started pouring in already, and I'm sure it's not going to stop there. I can see that the studio here is about to fill up a little bit. You're about to go on stage. We will have a chat all day, so please continue to just writing in your comments and questions you might have for the speakers here. Are you ready for today?
I can't wait. Oh, the audience is coming in.
The
I'm so
energy
excited.
is entering the room.
Yes.
But just you said that people have messaged you, and that actually means that you're kind of a role model to people. And we have started by speaking about the potential, the importance of role models. Do you have a role model that you look up to?
I have several role models. Like, of course, I love being a part of like the women in tech board of directors who are right here. You could feel like this is a powerful group of directors. And so them, of course, and then there's so many.
Well, I think one thing that I've realized as well with you saying that people reach out, like if you do have people who've inspired you to go to the where you are now or where you want to be, just kind of reach out. Like,
let them know.
Yes,
let them know that they meant something to you.
Support and like that's a great message to get. It's a great message to send, and I think that's going to be my core message today. Actually, to spread more positivity and to let people know what they mean for you in your journey.
Yes.
We're going to take a short break from this side studio, and we'll be back on the main stage with this amazing star at 9 a.m. So I'll see you then.
Tusen tack.